No one would begrudge tonight's guest the money he earns. Oh, Christ, I got to start reading these before the show. Is this about Lovitz, or did we get a last-minute cancellation? He is a talented actor. Yeah, that's the ticket. And comedian, and one of my dearest... Jon Lovitz, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that's cool.
Over it. I'll fuck you up. Johnny Lovitz, get to know you.
Hello, Dennis.
The reason
Something
I was
to drink?
fighting with John is because one night I was in a sketch on Saturday Night Live every time the Halley-Bopp comet was in the solar system, and the one time I did get in a sketch with John, we were supposed to wrestle, remember? Fake wrestle?
Yeah, but you...
And I decided I was going to try to really beat the shit out of you on live TV. And we grappled and got down on the floor and went a little
Yeah, you got me in a headlock and tried to really throw me on the ground, and I just started laughing because I realized what he was doing.
I remember the look on your face was so shocked that, because I'm over there thinking, hey, I'm a loser. I can't act. They're not letting me back in sketches anyway. I'll take Lovitz out. You gave me that look like, Lauren's watching, asshole. Stop it.
No, I was
silly.
laughing.
We were young then, and we still thought that Lauren watched the show. Anyway, how you doing, Johnny?
Oh, not bad.
Yeah?
You know,
How
I
rich
have
are
a
you?
question
You're
for you.
loaded, right? Okay, you ask first.
Why is it every show you say, I don't want to go on a rant here, and then you do?
Yeah. Here, let me put the Arthur Murray dance steps on the floor so you can follow it. That's irony.
And that spit on your coat.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, you bring out the rabies in me. Now, how rich are you now? You've got like a car for every day of the week, don't you?
Well, you know, I make a nice living, but I remember after college, I grew up nice, but after college, I lived on about $600 a month for 7 years, and, you know, never knew how I was going to pay my bills. But I agreed with what you said. It's just like I think you have to find something you're passionate about and go for that, and then the money will follow. And if it doesn't, at least you're doing something you enjoy every day.
You really believe that?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of people, they have jobs, they make a lot of money, but they hate their jobs. So, I mean, the most important thing I learned is you can't...
Would you rather have a job you hate and made a shitload of money, or would you, like, really rather park cars at Johnny Rocket? That's what you really wanted to do, and you weren't making any money.
If that's what I really wanted to do, but no, I had jobs I hated for 7 years.
What was your worst job? Give me some bad jobs.
The worst job? Well, this is funny. Someone asked me, I was doing The Critic, and they go, well, do you miss your old jobs? I go, yeah, I was an orderly, and I used to wipe old people's butts. I really miss it.
And then you got into show business and began to kiss them.
I'm talking about... Well... No, I never kissed your butt, but it was a shitty job.
Ooh, George Shakiris. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, you're such a
So you used to go in and wipe... Now, do you think any of those people might be watching tonight and thinking, hey, that ass wiped my ass?
No.
Ah!
No, because they're probably all dead. But I find it very interesting that people that they have no money, and then they work really hard and make a lot of money, and then they get very philosophical. And they say, you know, money really isn't all that important. And I say, oh, and you're a billionaire, but it doesn't mean anything to you. No, it's really not that important. Good, give me half. You know? But I mean, yes, I'd rather have money than not. For 7 years, you just think about how am I going to pay my bills? and it's a big relief. But I think that, like you said, people that sit around and complain about people that have money, they're wasting their lives. They should like say, well, if that's what you want, then how did you do it? And find something you love and do that. I know you agree with me. We were both dead broke when we got started live.
Man, you remember some of those apartments I had?
Yeah, and I think I'm very lucky and very fortunate, and, you know. But
well, you're more fortunate than me, because
yeah, I'm more talented. You're more
talented. All right.
But I'll tell you this would change my life. I heard on the radio a guy say, "Are you willing to do what you have to do to get what you want?" And he.
Wait, you're freaking me out with your crazy earth lingo. What was that?
He said, people say they want to be rich and they want to be famous, but you have to ask yourself, are you willing to do what you have to do to get what you want?
Well, that's Steve. I got a phone call.
No. I'm not on the phone. I'm right here.
Oh. Gonna take a phone call.
Well, where's the phone? I'm not buying it. I think it's fixed. Not buying it.
Do you get the feeling
that you're gay? Yes!
Do you get the feeling we know each other too well to do a good interview?
Yes. Yeah, what am I going to say? It's you.
Okay, I'm going to pretend I don't know you.
Hey, tell them about the time. How's this? This is the amazing thing.
Talk to me, John.
We're on Saturday Night Live. We're on Saturday Night Live, and Jerry Hall hosts the show. And then the next year, a year later, she calls up and she invites us over to her house. And Dennis and I were sitting in Mick Jagger's living room, and across from Mick Jagger, and he's like, "You want to hear our new album?" And we see our eyes catch each other in the mirror on the wall across from us. And I remember we both went outside and we said, a year and a half ago we were dead broke. Now we're sitting in Mick Jagger's living room.
Well, we were losers. We're sitting in Jagger's house, and even Jagger's thinking, what the hell is Jerry thinking inviting these jag-offs? Because I remember Sid Bass was there. He's like one of the richest men in the world, and Jan Wenner, and all these. It was such a hoity-toity party, and Jagger was trying to be sweet. But I remember thinking, you know, their loser radar had gone off, and they were thinking, you know, well, losers among us, dive, 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 you know. And they fed us a couple Yoo-Hoo chocolate sodas and had us out into the street.
Oh, but it was amazing, and that to me was more amazing than.
So what you just did there, that was a very subtle. That was the humble name drop thing, right?
No, I was just saying that we came. All I'm saying is that if I can do it, I mean anyone can.
Boy, I've never heard you speak truer words. Line 3.
Hey.
We got a phone call for you. Collect! Line 3. We got Damon from Oak Park, Michigan. Damon?
Yeah.
What's your area code? 666?
Hi, John. How much is too much?
Well, you know.
I've never had any complaints.
Well, you ought to foist it on somebody one of these days. You know what? I believe that I like guys like Gates. You know, they pick on Gates all the time. He's asking, obviously, how much is too much. I love people who make a shitload of money. I mean, what's the country about, for God's sake?
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, they tell you that you can do anything and go for it, and it's America. You can be from Tarzana and be a movie star. I thought, hey, I'm from Tarzana. So I always thought, people say, why me? And I thought, well, why not me? You see, and I say to you, well, why not you? But I just think you have to find what you're really talented at, what your strength is, and go for that. And I think that my theory is that everybody can do something extremely well, something, whatever that is, like a genius at it. And then you figure out what that is and you go for that. But if I was to try to be a businessman or a doctor, my father was a doctor, my friends, or a lawyer, I'd fail miserably. I couldn't do it. I couldn't even be a waiter. I was a lousy waiter.
To me, you were Lovitz out of the womb. You could only be Jon Lovitz. There's only one you. There's just an,
I get paid to be me, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. I'm in a field of clover, feel good all over, 'cause I get paid to be me. I wake up and take a breath of air, next thing you know, I'm a millionaire. Oh, dee-dee-dee-dee-doo, don't you wish you got paid for being you? Dennis is gay!
Hey, wait a second.
And I knew him when.
There's a Phil Spector quality to that bridge. Line 7, Joanne from Middletown, Ohio. Joanne?
Hi.
Hi, Joe.
Hi, Dennis.
Hi,
John,
baby.
how are you?
Which camera are you looking at?
I'm looking right here, but she's on the phone. You don't have to look into the camera.
Why do you get to look?
Are you ready for this question?
Well,
No, I have some toilet paper in my ass. Okay. I realize you can say anything on the show, right?
yeah.
It's HBO.
Every 10 minutes or so, we'd like it to be funny. What's your question?
Does the wealthy really care if people backlash at them? Do they?
Yeah, you're right. They don't. Yeah, they're laying there in their fur hammock thinking, "Fuck you." Right?
Here's what I'm thinking.
Tell me, Johnny.
How much money they're paying you? You can't afford a decent sound system? I couldn't hear the question, you cheap fuck.
Jon Lovitz, ladies and gentlemen. Stick around. I'm going to do the news.